Open the
door.
No, you see? Yeah. RVkeys
So you want me to say, okay, go ahead.
Hi, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to show you how we replace these speakers on the side of our RV. Now, these are Jensen MS6007B speakers. Fortunately, they still make them. I ordered them off of Amazon, and here they arrived today in their brand new box. Now, the tools we'll be using today will be a screwdriver, or in my case, a power screwdriver, strippers, just in case, which I don't now need, and one of my most important tools will be a plastic razor blade and a holder. And this is basically to strip off the old sealant that's holding the speaker to the side of the RV. These speakers are exactly the same, so it'll be much easier to go in and out. Now, these speakers, you can't really tell, but there's some damage right there, and you can see my finger basically right there. That's the reason why we're replacing it. Apparently, we could see light on the inside of the RV when we were sitting, so we knew something was wrong. So, we'll start by removing the 4 screws that are holding it here. Now, we already broke the seal on this one earlier. But basically, the process is the same. We take the razor blade and we come along. We want to break the seal that's holding this on. Okay? And then we're going to use the same process to strip off the sealant and not. Okay, so we took out the speaker right here, and this is the sealant that's on the edge, and we want to remove that. We don't want to remove the paint, obviously, but we want to take this, put our blade under here, and remove the sealant before we put the new speakers in place. And I'm going to use a little bit of black butyl rubber as a sealant. Another thing you might have in terms of the tools, a little tray, and that's just someplace to put your spent sealant, so that way it will not flood everywhere. So let's speed this process up a little bit, and you can see we get the razor blade just right. The sealant comes right up, and we don't want to damage the paint anyway. And that's just basically, that's what it involves. And of course, when you're doing this, don't drop the wires behind and you want to tippy-top everything back out. But we're going to take a little break here, and when you see us, we're going to put the speaker back in. We're going to show you a little deterioration here on the speaker has occurred over time. You can see that clearly this tweeter right here is totally blown. And if you look at the speaker here itself, you can see that the entire edge of the cone here is actually separated from the outer part of the speaker in 3 places. So I'm going to show you that basically here. And welcome back. We're back after we see right here. We cleaned off all the sealant, all the old sealant, using the razor blade and mineral spirits. It does a really good job of getting it down and putting a little butyl rubber sealant. And we're going to put that on. I'm putting the butyl rubber in place here. And I'm going to use one of the screws I have to hold the butyl rubber in place. Now this is real sticky stuff, so I just have to start the liner here and just at a rough shape here. And when I get down to this point, I'm going to start the screw in the hole. And that way I know that's going to stay exactly where I want it to stay. And the paint, it will create a impenetrable barrier that will keep any water from getting into inside the coach. Alright, so there we have that part. Now I'm just going to make sure this is all properly secured. And basically, it doesn't have to be perfect, but basically I want to get it, make sure it's all even. And now that basically I can essentially take this off and know where my screw holes are. And I'll basically start these. And I'll get the speaker in a moment. Now, at least this is not going to fall off in the middle of the dock. I'll get one of the speakers out now. This is an exact replacement of what was in the coach. Okay, and I basically have pre-marked wires, and the red is for positive. Put that on there. And just make sure your connectors will not come off. I know this one was a particularly stubborn one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to group this on a little tighter on here to make sure it doesn't come off after I put it in place. That's good. Nice and solid. Alright, now a little bit one of these screws here, and I'm going to start. Once I get them started, it should be good to go. And I'm just going to get it in there. And make sure that we are really close to where we need to be. Now just take your time this part.
So when you get this done, it'll work just like it did before?
Good.
Since they're newer speakers, will there be any better sound quality?
Definitely improvement in speaker quality, sound quality, because right now, two things, the speaker itself is now connected and sealed, and no moisture would get inside the coach as well, which is the other benefit. And here I'm just making sure these are seated properly. Now we need to do is take our little plastic razor and just trim off the excess little rubber that's come around here.
So these are the outside speakers? Or are we going to test them?
Well, certainly we can test them, but I have to go inside and turn it out. So.
Okay, folks, there's music. I guess they work. Hear the left speaker. And over here, I can hear the right speaker. So Ben did a good job. I have no idea what he's doing inside. But while he's inside, we can sit here and we can enjoy the music from both the right and left speakers that are sounding so wonderful. Ben, you did good.
Huh?
You did good. So, any final comments? Want to do a dance for
Yes,
us?
just like and subscribe to this video. And remember to do that thumbs up, not the dislike. We will most appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great day. Remember, open the doors to your adventures and start your journeys with
The RV Keys.
What was the problem?
I was trying to get you to slow down because you're like doing this and I couldn't, the camera's not. That's all.
And remember to start your journeys and begin every adventure. And I screwed that up, didn't I? Just remember, to start your journeys. No, to start your adventure. Hey, come on, side of the coach.
One.
And remember to open the doors to your adventures and start every journey
With the
Oh, no, I screwed
RV
that up,
Keys.
Okay.
Open the door.
No, you see, yeah,
You want-
RV keys
So you
together.
want me to say, okay, go ahead.